Okay, so here's the book about Squirrel and his favorite nuts that he loves so much. It's called Aw, Nuts. Kind of like, oh, darn. Oh, here he is. He has a lot of nuts. Squirrel loved acorns. He would roast them. He would toast them. He would grill them. He would chill them. Every fall, Squirrel would collect acorns. One day, he saw the most delicious looking acorn he had ever seen. He had to have it. He pushed, he shoved until it finally fit. But then, kaboing! Ah, nuts. Poor Squirrel, all his acorns were gone. Then he heard it. Hey, come back. It was his prized acorn bouncing down the street. Boing, boing, boing. Grabbing his sneaker, Squirrel ran after the acorn as fast as he could. Until he lost a shoe. Ah, nuts. So, Squirrel jumped into a taxi. Follow that acorn. But the taxi ran out of gas. Ah, nuts. Luckily, on the same corner was a pogo stick. I have you now. Oh, not as lucky. Squirrel bounced right into a manhole. Ah, nuts. Who's calling the nut? A truck was passing by, so Squirrel grabbed a hold of it. But the truck brought him all the way to Bucksnort, Tennessee. Ah, nuts. From there, he rode a dog that chased his tail. He hopped into a boat that sprang a leak. He jumped off a horse that threw him off. He hitched a ride on a little girl's bike. Then he ended up at a birthday party. That's when he caught hold of a big red balloon. The balloon carried him high into the air where... Pop! Ah, nuts! Splat! At that exact moment, the acorn rolled to a stop. Oh, let me skip the page. Ooh, look at all those nuts! Ah, nuts! They all fell down again. Back home, Squirrel was finally about to dig into the most delicious looking acorn ever. Then, all of a sudden, a new most delicious looking acorn dropped from the sky. Ah, nuts! So, he had so many acorns, they couldn't fit inside. Got it in, they all fell out. He chased it all around. He finally got all his nuts back together and into his house. And then he saw another acorn that he wanted to chase. Such a silly squirrel.